Well, good evening. This is the meeting of the Poet Laureate Committee meeting. I had to mute that. Welcome to our committee meeting. Mark Bohr is here. He's the Poet Laureate of North Andover. And Bridget Rawding is here. She is, you are still a librarian, correct, Bridget? I forget where you are.
I am.
Which town are you in?
I work for a library consortium in North Andover.
Okay, very good. Yes, and we are here to have a discussion about a few things. Mark, would you like to start that with the agenda?
Sure, and just to let you know, Taylor Mace is here also. Since you were on the phone, you couldn't see her. So.
Oh, Taylor is with us.
Yes.
Good. Hello, Taylor.
Hey, Taylor.
Hi.
Welcome. This is your first meeting.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Oh, yes. It will be just a wonderful event. And we're sorry that Krista Lamb could not join us, and Jason O'Toole. So they will come next time.
Yes.
So, Mark, if you could start us off.
Yes. Good. All right. Let me bring this up. So, I wanted to read a poem, and
okay.
I have one here. If people would like to, it's a short one.
Yes.
So, we've been watching Dickinson, the show it's on Apple TV. It's about the life of Emily Dickinson.
Okay.
And they take some liberties with the history, but it's an attempt to be true to the story and true to her poetry. So I don't know if any of you have seen that. Have you seen it, Taylor?
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, we're enjoying it.
Well, one thing, explain where she came from.
Where?
She came from Massachusetts.
Oh, Emily Dickinson?
Yes.
She's from Amherst.
Yes, right. She grew up in Amherst, and the show
Amherst,
is set
yes.
in Amherst. So it's set as a historical show. It's just that I would call it bend history a little bit, a lot. But it's an attempt to be true to the story of her life, if not all the known historical details.
Okay.
So that'd be one way to say it. So I wrote after one of the shows, I wrote a poem, and it was the one where there's an eclipse. Okay. And so here it is. After Dickinson, poetry is best done in private, out of the light, done in a dark room, then destroyed, but remembered, like the echo of light when an eclipse burns, permanent on the eye.
She was so intense, and that obviously was something that maybe someone had happen who was a friend of hers or a relative of hers. That is something that can happen to anybody who looks at it. And the solar eclipse is dangerous to the eye. And I'm sure then a lot of people didn't know that.
Although you know that I wrote that poem just inspired by her. Right.
But
yes.
but that's the kind of attitude she had.
Yeah,
you grabbed it. You were able to capture it with those words.
Thanks.
Very good. Very, very good.
So we don't have a quorum, so we won't be able to make official decisions.
Wait, don't we just need 4?
We need 4 members of the committee. So
don't we have that?
Unfortunately, we don't.
Oh, with Bridget,
you
Taylor,
and Taylor. Yeah, we're one short.
You and I?
No, see, I'm not on the committee.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's right. You aren't anymore. I forgot.
So let's go down it and then we'll see what we need to do, if we need to make any other decisions, and we need to meet again.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, the way that I was looking at it is last year we made a decision to do the poetry contest. And really what we're talking about now are the details. So I'm thinking there's no decision to make. The decision's already been made. So
Right.
we're okay to meet and make plans based on the decisions that were made last year that we were going to have a poetry contest.
Again.
So really, I think we're fine.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Now, I wondered, Taylor, did you get to see any of the goings on at the Common last May?
I did not see them.
Okay. It was excellent.
I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it. Are
Yes.
there YouTube videos or?
Yes,
There are.
there are. If you go, you could try Googling it. Actually, are you on Facebook?
I'm not.
Okay, so if you go to YouTube and you Google Anne Bradstreet Poetry Contest, you should be able to find it.
Okay.
Okay. And if you can't find it, let me know, and I'll send you the link.
Okay.
It's on the NACAM site too. Like if you go to, in fact, I'm just going to go to YouTube. Yeah, actually go to YouTube and look for Anne Bradstreet Poetry Contest, and it's the first hit right
Okay.
at the top. Okay. Yeah, take a look, and that, so that's for you and for anybody else listening in. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So let me bring the agenda up. I have to do two things at once, so hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, I don't know if I had made notes yet that had the date. So I think we may have to just talk it through, and I'll have to make some notes.
As far as a date for the contest?
Yeah.
I don't think we had, Bridget, did we have a date? I don't think so.
No, I don't think we've set one yet.
No,
Right.
I think that's not done yet.
Okay. So I guess what I was thinking, let's talk this through. School is on vacation next week. Okay. So we kind of, sending out the invitation won't get a lot of activity with teachers and principals and things like that until a week from Monday. So we
Right.
have some time to put all the information together. So I guess that's what I'm thinking, is that, look at my calendar, is that we plan on sending out the announcement by next weekend. Is what
Okay.
I'm thinking. And what I can do this week is send you the information that I have with the rules. And then once we finalize and have agreement on the rules, then I can send out the announcement. But so just looking at the timeline, if the announcement goes out by the 26th, that would give basically the first week of March. That'd be one, if I'm just counting weeks. It would be 5 weeks to April 1st.
Okay.
6 weeks to April 8th. Okay.
Do you have the dates that we did last year or not?
Unfortunately, I don't have those in front of me.
Okay.
And-
What if
and
we
part
just
of-
do the same?
Well, one of the things we need to look at is what the school calendar is.
I believe the April vacation is somewhere around the 15th, I think.
Okay.
And they come back the 24th. I don't have my calendar. I'm trying to get a calendar. Wait a minute, I got it here. Okay, March, April.
Actually, I'm getting it on the website.
Yeah, April. I've got it here.
The deadline
The
for
fifth. Yeah, Friday is the 15th, and I believe that's the first day of the vacation. It's Good Friday,
Okay.
so that goes until the 25th. They're back on the
So-
25th of May. I'm sorry, April.
I think what we did last year is that, and tell me if this compresses things too much. I think we had poems due by April 30th.
I believe that's what it was, and then we had our program on May 22nd.
Right.
Right. And we were able to do that. We were able to do the judging in basically in 2 weeks, announce it on the second weekend of May, and have the event on the third weekend of May, right?
Yes, and we had a very good turnout.
So, all right, so that basically lays out the schedule. So if we get it announced by February,
26th.
yep, 26th, 27th, in other words, before school comes back,
Right.
and then the contest goes until April 30th,
Yep.
which is a Saturday, but that's a convenient date as the end of the month.
Right.
And then we announce the winners
On the
May-
16th.
Yeah, May 16th.
Uh-huh.
And then actually, I guess I'd like to announce them the 15th. That's Sunday.
Okay.
And then we plan the event for the
The
21st.
21st. Yeah.
Yep, or the 22nd as a rain date.
Right.
Okay.
Which is exactly then 1 year from the past one.
Yep.
Yeah. How does that sound, Bridget? Doable?
Yeah, are we planning to have the same judges as last year? Or, I mean, we want to make sure those are lined up, but I mean, the timeline sounds doable for sure.
Yeah.
I think
I forget how many we had. We had a elementary section, middle school section, high school, and then adult.
Mhm.
And I found the judges for the elementary. And I could probably do the middle also if you want me to. I don't know how many did we have. I forget. Was it 3 for each section?
I don't know.
I think there were fewer sections than that. I thought we at the most had 3 sections. We may have only had
There were
2 sections in the
Yeah.
end.
You mean categories or?
Well,
No,
broken up as far as ages.
Oh, that's what.
Yes, yeah, sorry, I guess we're talking 2 things.
I'm
There
sorry.
are 4 categories of event of it's first and second,
Okay.
third through fifth. Actually, there's more than that. There's first through second, third through fifth, middle school, high school, and adult. So there's 5 groups.
Oh, there's 5. Okay, I forgot that we had the younger ones separated from the older ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was like a late change.
And that was we had a lot of wonderful poems from the younger people.
I know, it was really nice.
And they were very proud to come on the stage and stand at that podium and read. I mean, it was wonderful. Everyone was so pleased. So I have a feeling we may get more entries this year.
Yes, I'm expecting more entries.
Yep.
Okay, so let me go back to the agenda then. Hold on. This is harder because I'm working on one screen today, so it's kind of.
And I can't find mine. I had it here until after everything got confused with that coming into the meeting. I don't know where I put it.
Okay, hold on. hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have the dates, and basically they're the same as last year.
Pretty
Announced by
much
the
the
end of
same.
February.
Yep.
The contest runs in March and April, and then the winners May 15th, celebration May 21, with rain date of the next day, the 22nd.
Now the
Okay.
theme. What about a theme?
Okay, and so
Yeah.
the theme is what we had talked about last time. Hold on, let me bring that up. So the theme we had agreed on is message in a bottle, letters to the future.
Yep, that's what I remembered. Yeah.
And actually, after reading it, I have a little bit of a problem because letters is plural. And I'm wondering if it just seems confusing to say message in a bottle, letters to the future. What do you think about message in a bottle, a letter to the future?
Right. Singular. I do agree.
What, Bridget, Taylor?
Makes
I just
more
thought
sense grammatically.
it makes more sense grammatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It also doesn't let people assume that they have to have multiple entries.
That's true
Yeah.
too. Very good point.
Okay. Okay, that's good. All right.
I agree to it. I like it.
And let me just go down some of the hold on, I'm doing this here. I'm using my daughter's computer because I'm in between jobs and I had to give my laptop back.
Oh my gosh.
I'm used to, I don't have with me.
The one you had before.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's familiar.
Yeah, I actually started a new job Monday, so.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So to remind, so Bridget and Karen, just to remind you, I had put together the rules last year. So I have a list of official rules, and when we're done, I'll share them. They're basically the same as last year.
Okay.
We have the age categories, the 5 age categories. Each person can submit 2 poems. There's no style. I'm just going down like what it says. No specific style.
Okay.
Can be rhyming or free verse. It's open to all who live, work, and go to school in North Andover. So it's you have to have some connection to North Andover. We select the top 3, 2 finalists and a winner.
Mm-hmm.
In the official rules, it also says that by submitting a poem, and I'll read this here, and if you guys have any comments, you can give me feedback, and then I'll also send this out, and if you want to think further, you can let me know if the wording should be different.
Right, if we'd want to tweak it somehow.
Right. So it says, by submitting a poem, the author or parent gives the North Andover Poet Laureate Committee the right to publish the poems online and on the Facebook North Andover Poets page, and in a collected book of poems for the event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not saying that we're necessarily going to do that, but I've thought about doing that, and to have that built into the rules, as that when you submit, you're agreeing that it can be published online or possibly in a book.
Right. If we do it or we don't do it, at least we have the okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Any thoughts about that?
I think it's good.
Wording in the beginning about the submission.
What is the wording?
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if I guess it's not possible for me to share. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. I think I can do this. I can share.
Oh, good.
Okay, can people see what do you see?
See, I don't see anything. I'm on the phone.
Okay, hold on. Let me
see
try
it.
this again. I'm going to try again.
It was, the page was showing.
Were you seeing a page?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
of
a
course,
word
Karen
doc.
doesn't see it. That's right. Hold on. Yes.
Okay.
If you could send
Okay.
it to me by email, I could see it.
That's true.
You've got it, Karen.
Okay, so do you see something
Hmm?
that says announcing the 2022 Anne Bradstreet Poetry Contest?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Hold on, Karen. I'll send this to you. Sorry, guys. Okay, Karen, I just sent that to you.
Okay. It might take a while. Just keep talking. I'll check for it.
Okay. So I'll just focus on the rules right now. So here's what it says. So, like these first bullets, just like I said, and here's the thing that I was just talking about now.
So do they have to, like, when they're in first, second, when they're like younger than the age that maybe they would understand that, do they have to sign any sort of like parent like slip?
That's a really good question.
Would it be more the parents, I think?
The parents have to sign.
Yeah, I know. I think we need a form.
Just because if it's going to be on like Facebook, I know there are some people that don't want their kids on Facebook if
Well,
that poem gets to that point,
Yes.
or at least
So
want
here's
to
the
know about it.
thing. The privacy, the next bullet is the one about privacy. So it says parents, guardians of school-age children will have the right to approve the identifying information for school-age children, whether 1, the name, school, and grade, 2, only the initials, or 3, only school and grade is published.
Okay.
Right.
So I thought that
covers it.
Yeah.
right. And so that was the same thing that we did last year, is that once we had selected the winners, I set up a Google form for parents to sign in their preferences for their kids.
Okay.
I think one parent did that. I remember. I think there was one child who they just didn't use the name.
Yep. Actually, there were a couple.
Yeah.
There were a couple in that category, and some didn't want the name published. But I guess the distinction I was making is that the rules are going to say when you submit the poem, it can be published, but you can choose whether you want your name published or not. You know what I mean?
With it. Mm-hmm.
Whether you want your child's name published.
Right.
I would just, in the bullet point, that's by submitting, that starts with by submitting a poem, maybe author/guardian instead of author/parent.
Maybe even both, I guess.
Well, it could be both, but if we had to pick just one,
Yeah, I think it could probably do both because it could be a grandparent, could be an aunt or uncle.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And then the last bullet. So are you guys okay with those two bullets?
Yes. Yeah.
And then the last one is the poem copyright remains with the author. So
I like that a lot.
It's theirs.
Yep.
Okay. And so then it has the rules about how to submit it. We have an email address for that. Category, it asks for name, email, mailing address, the poems. It says if it's an attached document, include the name and other information in each document. And then, just says if someone doesn't have an email address, ask adult in the household with email to submit. Okay. So
Yeah.
so actually these are last year's dates. So we'll
just change a couple. We just have to change the ones in May.
Yeah.
Really, not even May. Didn't you say May 15th?
Yeah, I did.
So the only thing we have to change is May 21st.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, fixing this. Okay. All right. All right, so those would be the rules. Okay.
Yep.
The next thing, just to let you know, is what I did last year. I had some verses to describe it, introduce it. So I was going to do the same thing this year. I just haven't updated that yet. And I'm not going to read it now, but it's kind of written in the style like Dr. Seuss.
Oh, cute.
Okay. Yeah. And I know that some of the teachers got a kick out of it last year because I got some positive feedback that they liked that.
Yep.
Okay.
Very good.
So I just have a draft of that, but I'm going to update it so that it rhymes.
Okay.
And it goes out with the invite, the announcement. Okay.
Good.
All right. So that's and the announcement also has some text, and this is similar to what it was last year, just updated a little bit to talk a little bit about Anne Bradstreet and so that people understand it's for her in her name. Okay.
Yep. That's good.
That's the first paragraph. Okay. All right.
Very good.
So let me go back to the agenda, and I'm gonna. How do I stop presenting?
It's not going to take very long to do the rest of it.
No. Are you still seeing my screen? No, it stopped. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. Now, this is something I think we'll have to meet again to talk about, and that is how to promote it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We need to do that.
So the first thing for promotion is sending it out to the schools.
Yes.
So is that I'll send out an email to the superintendent, but not actually I'll copy the superintendent, but it goes to the principals and assistant principals.
Right. And then I'd say maybe Kristen, Lorene, and Greg. Oh, and maybe Greg Landry. Those are the four that really are.
What's Kristen's last name?
Kristen Ando, A-N-D-O. I've got the emails. I can send them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's humanity, and then I forget what Greg is, but he's another school-wide position that is important.
Greg
Landry, Landry.
Okay.
Yep, he used to be the principal of Atkinson.
Okay.
Yeah, he moved up to this position.
last year he gave me the email addresses of all the principals and assistant principals.
Right. He has a very important position there. So I'd say all 4 of those should really be notified.
Okay. Who were the other 2?
Okay, Lorene Marks, M-A-R-X,
right.
assistant super, and then Greg Gilligan.
Yeah. Okay.
2 Gregs, 1 Lorene, 1 Kristen.
Now, here's the other thing. Do any of you have contacts at other schools in town, like St. Michael's, Brooks?
I used to have a teacher I knew at St. Michael's. I'm not sure if she's still there. I could check. It's not that hard to reach them, though.
Yeah.
Brooks, I used to have a person there, but he's retired. Let's see. PA, yes, we've got from
Wait, who's
the
PA?
Frost Foundation. We got Rich Gorham, and we've got Lou
Well,
Berneri.
no, whoops. They're not North Andover, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Of course.
Yeah,
What am I
I
saying?
know.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be involved.
Yeah.
So Brooks, yeah, I used to have Mr. Sanford. So, but it's not hard to reach them. I could do both schools.
Would you mind doing that?
No, that's okay. Yep.
Okay.
And I don't believe they have off next week. Well, maybe St. Mike's does, but not Brooks. I'll get a hold of them.
You have some time too, because we're going to put this together and do the announcement next weekend. So
Right.
we
right.
have some time.
I don't know if you want for the adult category. I have contacts at Merrimack College still that I could send it to in the English department.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, good. That's great.
Yes, that would be super. All right. So Bridget, I'll put your name down for that.
I don't think last year we did the other schools, the outside schools.
No, we didn't.
think we didn't have time and we didn't have enough people. But I think this time we have a little bit more handle on how to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Then the other part of promotion would be flyers in stores and street signs.
Your beloved street signs.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do it this year unless we get like real street signs made.
Okay. Okay.
I did these like homemade signs,
Right.
and they didn't weather very well.
To say the least.
Handmade would love at home, you know.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It was a great attempt.
Would Bridget or Taylor, would you be able to look around and see whether it's at Staples or other places that make those kind of signs that you see all over the place? I'm thinking that they can be made not that expensively, and we could get, I don't know, 15 or 20 of them made. I don't know what people think in terms of numbers. Is that something that one of you could take on and get some pricing on that?
Yeah, on the big signs, like the big street signs, or at the flyers?
The street signs.
Okay, yeah. I live right next to a Staples, so I'll head in there and see.
What they
that's
do.
convenient. Good.
Yeah. Or I mean, you can even just look online too to see what's
Yeah.
available. But you know what I mean, like youth hockey. They're those yard signs on metal, flexible metal stands that just stick into the ground.
Yeah, like the
Similar to one that is for an election.
Yep. They put them
Yeah,
out
exactly.
when everyone was graduating during COVID, right?
Right. They're doing them for
Yeah.
everything now.
Okay. Yeah, Taylor, if you could look at that.
Mhm.
There may be, I mean, if you look online, there may be other businesses in town that do signs that might be more competitive. So if you could take a look.
Might donate something. You never know.
Yeah.
Right.
I can look.
Okay. All right. So that's everything that I have as far as the contest. We have a schedule. We have the rules, that we can all send out, and then we can, if you have any feedback, we can tweak that. And then the next, like we talked about some of the basics of promotion, but we can work on that too.
Right.
Is there a social media aspect to promotion, or is
Oh,
it
I didn't talk about that. The one that I have that I do is that I put together a graphic poster and put it up on Facebook. But if people do other social media, that could be shared also. So, do you have other ideas of where we could share it?
Well, does the town have like an Instagram account? Because I know that could be shared there. Like the same graphic could be shared on the Instagram account if there is one, or Twitter.
I actually don't know because I don't do Instagram or Twitter. So
Okay. I've
Bridget, do you
literally
do?
everything except Facebook? So I've got
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat.
I do that myself. I don't know
Yeah.
what the town might have.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Believe me, my posting it is not exactly a widespread platform, so that would be pretty pointless.
I didn't know if like maybe the town had a
That's-
lot of the
yeah.
town, like I know Andover has like an Instagram
Right.
account, so I didn't know if North Andover had one too.
do you mind asking if
Yeah,
they do?
Yep, I can look
Okay.
into that.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Ah, good.
Well, I mean, I see. I'd have to look. I mean, I see.
You're looking at it?
I see North Andover MA for Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
Do they do town announcements? I mean, in other words, is this the kind of thing that would be appropriate for that they would do?
It looks like they have like the
so.
Santa parade advertised.
So, I mean, this is a town event, so I think this falls in the same category.
I would think so. Tells you inclement weather
Yeah, I think
forecast.
so. There's all kinds of town.
Okay. All right.
Seniors. Yeah, they get stuff. So that would be a good spot.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe Jason can post it on Nextdoor. He's pretty active on that now.
Right. All right. So I think that covers everything that I had to talk about for the contest. Anything else?
Do you want to number how many judges per section now or not? You want like
I would
3?
say, yeah, we want at least 3 per section.
Maybe 5, maybe up to 5.
Yeah, you could have up to 5. And I actually think, I mean, we can see what the numbers are, but I think like you'd have one group of judges do the
Elementary and first and second is all elementary.
Well,
So
yeah,
that could be combined as far as the judging.
Yes, I think so. And you could have
Yep.
another group of judges do middle school and high school. Last year, there were small numbers in some of the groups. So I think we did middle school, high school, and adult, I think.
Right.
I compiled them, and I'll have to. I don't have that file anymore because I don't have that laptop anymore. But yeah, it seems like when I compiled them, I only have like 3 different documents that I sent out. So I don't remember how we broke it down, but that's why I was thinking there were fewer categories because they were definitely combined. So
yeah, I know we only had 2 groups of judges. So, and I'm pretty sure that Karen, you did first and second and third and through 5th.
Yeah,
right?
I did the elementary.
Yeah, and then Jill Barker did middle school,
The
high
older.
school, and adult.
Yep. I have a feeling, though, hopefully we might get more this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
We'll see. We can, if we get if we don't get a lot, we'll just do it the way we did it. If we do get a lot, we'll have to just look it over again. Find some new
Okay.
people to invite in.
Right. Okay.
Would be
All right.
nice if we, with each level, we had one teacher. I would like that idea.
I know. That's why I'm really hoping, because I copied you on the email to Lorene Marks. She said that the librarians wanted to volunteer to help. And
Oh, good.
so
They could
know-
be judges.
Exactly.
Sure.
And they
Really,
could also-
anybody, I would say anybody connected with the staff of a school. That would be fun. It
Right.
could be a secretary, it could be anybody who works in a school.
Yeah, anybody who wants to help.
Yeah, that would be neat if we worded it that way. Teachers, staff, et cetera, et cetera. You know,
Yeah.
anyone who works in the school who would like to participate, they know their kids. That would be neat.
Yeah.
They might even be able to talk up more entries if the kids know. I mean, I can't tell you the embarrassment that we had when the principal of one of the schools retired, and then the next year the maintenance man retired. Oh my. The emotion of losing our maintenance man, just, you could not compare to, the juxtaposition of the principal and the maintenance man.
Oh, the
The
reaction.
kids
you
knew
mean?
the maintenance man. The kids don't know
Okay.
the principal that well, but the maintenance person was absolutely beloved.
Oh God.
Oh, it was just, they shouldn't have retired so close together.
That's funny.
It is. It really is, but it's so true. If a child gets a bump or a scratch, they head to the fellow who or lady who, they know the best.
All
It's
right.
neat. Yep.
So I was going to go on to the next items on the agenda. The next one is recruiting for the Poet Laureate Committee. And
And I
Karen,
have a prospect.
what's his name again?
Okay, Ed Wang. I'm holding the Cultural Council Telling Our Stories brochure from February 2010. I was on the Cultural Council then with Ed,
Mhm.
and Ed won one of the 5 Leadership Circle Awards that year. They don't
Yeah.
give out very many, and that's for the entire state of Massachusetts. So for him to win that Leadership Circle, it says he was a member of the North Andover Cultural Council since 2007. I'm going to skip a couple here. Edward also led the council in applying for a first local council-originated grant to compensate performers for participation in summer programs. I mean, he's very, very, very qualified.
Yeah. Does
And a
he
while
live in
ago,
there?
pardon me?
I'm sorry. He lives in North Andover?
Oh,
right?
sure. Yes,
Yep, okay.
definitely. Yep. And helped with the Anne Bradstreet 400th birthday celebration. He was on that committee also with me.
Yep.
I've worked with him for several different things.
Okay. Do you think
Yeah.
might be interested?
Yeah, he did say to me a while ago he was, but we
Okay.
haven't connected up since then, so I'll
All
have to
right.
go back. Yep.
Okay.
And did we decide that maybe we could have one high school student on the council or not, on the committee? What did we do about that?
I don't know. Is there an age requirement?
I'm not, Bridget, do you know anything about the bylaws or guidelines or anything
I don't know.
about age? I don't remember hearing it.
Well, I would say if you're 18, you're a voting citizen, and that to me,
Well, that would be absolutely easy. Sure, and that could be a senior.
right.
Yep.
I guess the thing that I would like to get is a teacher.
Yes,
teacher
that
to-
would be wonderful. Jen Paradise or Callie Caffrey or, yep. Any of the teachers would be great. We just have, really, maybe we can just go and talk to them, Mark, together
Yeah.
on a day.
Well, I can't so much.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I could go with maybe Mary Gregoire. She might work with me with it.
Yeah.
She was the head of the English department for years.
And I think when we see the ones that are sending in poems like last year, those would be ones to ask. So, all right, let's just keep that. I'm making some notes. Let's keep that on the radar. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Next thing on the agenda, Karen, I just thought, would you like to give just an update on the Anne Bradstreet statue? I know this is not necessarily a poet laureate thing, but it's.
Well, it's sort of for the whole town. It's sort of a poetry initiative for the whole town. And
Right.
especially if we could champion it a bit, talk about it more than other people do, it would help, or at least know about it. We are in the process of looking for a place for an Anne Bradstreet statue. It might be only a marker. It might be a statue and a marker. There are lots of things that are not set yet at all. Plus the fact we have no money. We have to have that. And we also have to have a place. And the library is going to be having a very large renovation of the outside, the landscaping, within the next 2 years. And there is a landscape architect who is coming to do that. And the Stan Limpert went to the trustees in January and explained the program, the idea that we have, and then they came up with another program that they thought might honor Anne, because her papers are in the library. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
They're in the rotunda. So what happened was they said, what about a storyboard or story walk, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting concept that's being done all over the world, really. And it's another thing that could be done along with the statue. I don't think that we have to just do one thing if there's space for both. And I would believe there would be, because the statue would not be that big.
Right.
So, and we have 5 people on this exploratory committee, would you call it, Mark?
Yeah, that's a good name.
We don't have I call it the Fab 5.
Yeah, but right, to give it context that. Okay, so maybe that's enough for now for
right.
Taylor and Bridget, for them to know. Just
Right,
that,
Mark's. It's Mike Smolak, Kathy Stevens, Dan Limpert, Mark, and myself.
Yeah,
we're the
so
people on it.
Starting the ball rolling on this.
Yes.
Okay.
And we got a lot of interest. We have a lot of interest, which is great. That's great.
Okay. The other thing, just to let you know, I know we talked about the library. We talked about someplace near the Anne Bradstreet Early Education Center.
Right.
I would like to see it on the Common.
Yeah, everybody has a different opinion, and I think we have to really have a lot of talk about each one.
Yeah,
definitely. Yep, they're all possibles. So we shall see. And then one other thing was, one person said they don't believe it should be a human figure because we don't know what Anne looked like. We have no likeness of her. Yeah. And by the way, there is nothing in the world about Anne Bradstreet to honor her except for a stained glass window in St. Botolph's Church in Boston, England, and which is exquisite. It's a beautiful, beautiful stained glass window, and then a Harvard gate between the Science Center and Kennedy Hall that was dedicated in 1997.
Yeah.
And this is the 350th year of Anne's death. So that's another commemorative that really needs to be remembered. And I you know, these all could be done together to remember it. Remember that. Yep.
Okay.
So that's it. Thank you.
I wonder
right.
if, in relation to where the statue or plaque or whatever is going, maybe
Right.
at the poetry contest in the reading in May, you could have a voting booth of where people think.
Oh my gosh,
No,
what a great idea. Oh my, now I know why you're on this committee, Taylor. That is a wonderful. You know what? We could do it with everything. We could do it at the sheep shearing. We could do it at the readings. We could do it anytime.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, because it keeps the name and the idea out there. That's the publicity that you get from word of mouth that is the most valuable and the least expensive.
Yeah, and if someone's really interested and wants to donate to help it get out
Exactly.
there-
They can join in. They can become a member of the group, you know, whatever we're going to call the group. Yep. Perfect. Love it.
Making a note.
Yep. Big red letters, Mark. Big red letters.
Okay. All right. I'll just give a quick update just to remind people what I do. That I fairly regularly post things on Facebook, poems on North Andover Poets Corner. Although I guess it's clear now I need to branch out. Yeah, I'm a fossil.
My Facebook
Hey,
got
you're a
hacked
very,
a couple
very,
years
you're a,
ago.
oh, you're a very,
I let it die.
yeah, you're a very creative and capable fossil.
But we can talk about that. So I post things there. There are about, I don't know, 60 members. You know, it's kind of the way Facebook does it now. It's a little bit different. Like anybody can join up. You don't have to be approved the way they used to do it. But there's like 60 or some members who get those notices. And the other thing I do is the monthly North Andover Poets Corner on the fourth Tuesday. So, and sometimes I have a feature and sometimes I don't. So
Is that at 6 o'clock or 7?
that's at 7 on the fourth Tuesday.
7. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. And I'm thinking of doing things that I normally do in the summer, which is to see if I can have the North Andover Poets Corner events at the Stevens Estate at Osgood Hill.
Right.
Outdoor,
That's lovely.
which is really
Beautiful,
nice.
beautiful venue.
Right. And I have some other ideas too, but of other outdoor pop-up poetry events this year.
Remember Bulger Animal Hospital?
Yeah.
That was magnificent.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh my, that was so special.
Yeah, but I'm
With the
thinking of doing
dogs.
some things outdoors this year. Yeah, that was a good event, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah,
Especially when the Newfoundland came in.
yeah.
You don't miss a Newfoundland.
Oh, shut up, Karen.
All right. The only other new agenda topic, listed agenda topic, I should say, is the request by Jennifer I don't know how you say her name. Is it Jennifer Paradise? Jennifer Paradisi?
I've never heard it. I've never heard it said.
It's spelled Paradise. Jennifer
Yes,
Paradise.
it is.
She's the English department coordinator at the high school, and she contacted Karen and myself back in January, and she'd like to restart the junior poet laureate position at the high school. So Karen and I are talking to her, or going to talk to her. Maybe we can even set up a call for some evening, Karen.
Sure, that'd be fine.
Okay. the high school used to have that where the teachers would solicit poems, and Karen, you had a group that would judge them, and then from that
Yes.
pick two students to be junior poet laureates, and it was
Right.
done in the junior year. Just to let everybody
Yeah,
know.
well, it was sophomore year that we
was
would
it?
have we'd have them put their names in at the end of sophomore year, and then we would judge them, and then they would come in for junior year, so
Okay.
that the next year as a senior, the seniors would be able to help the juniors
Yeah.
with the poetry programs. And there's
Right.
a poetry club. There's a little bit of poetry going on, definitely, in that school. So, and we started that in, I believe it was 2010. And we had a really great group every year, wonderful, wonderful poets. And then we just lost it with COVID.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Do people have any other business?
Maybe just another date?
Like
Or
when
should we
meet?
talk to everyone? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that in fact, that's the next, if there's no other business, no other things to share, the next agenda item is to set the next meeting date. And I was thinking, I don't know how long Jason is away. He will probably be back. I guess I'm thinking, how about the first week of March?
Yeah, it's good. That's fine.
Because we can do things by email, and I can get the announcement sent out with the rules, and I can have a simple little poster to go with that. But then we want to talk about real promotion. So how about if we meet that week?
Sure.
It's fine for me.
Okay. I tell you what, I'll send out a Google, one of those, what do you call those things? Where you have a poll.
The invite. It's an invite.
Doodle poll. I was gonna say Google. It's a doodle poll for the first week of March. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Do you agree, Bridget and Taylor? Is that good for you? Possible?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, depending on the night.
Yeah.
Okay. So so we have a couple of things to explore. I mean, I'll send out the rules so people can review them, and if you have any feedback, you can do that. This week I'll put together a flyer. Karen, your task is to get a contact at St. Michael's and Brooks, to see who we can announce this to. And Bridget, a Merrimack College contact, which maybe you already have.
Yeah, I have some. I mean,
people there.
Yeah, and if you send the announcement that you're going to send out to the schools, I'll just forward that along to a couple of faculty that I know.
Okay. And Taylor, your job is to find out where we can get inexpensive street signs made.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Very good.
And also, see if there's anything you can find out about the Instagram or Twitter accounts that the town posts.
Okay.
And then we can have that ready next time. I mean, I think you were already finding them, so.
Yeah, it's just really about how to get a post on there. So
yeah,
contact whoever runs it.
All right, that would be good. Thank you. All right.
Very good. So are we ready to adjourn?
Yes, I think
good.
So.
Now we all have to. We were told by Bill we all have to hang up, or you will just be on the air forever because Bill is not there right at the moment. So we definitely do have to disconnect.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Very good.
Right. Thanks, everybody. And I'll send out notes.
Nice meeting you, Taylor.
Nice meeting you.
Right.
Right.
Bye, Bridget.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, you guys.
Good night.
All right, bye.